Coming up on this week's episode of Help I'm Stuck in a Podcast, I got a new really cool tattoo. Fraser's got some car updates on a car that he could be buying. We're going to tell us about your week? No, we're going to tell you about our week.
We could tell them what's going to happen in their week too.
Yeah, we're going to tell you. We know. Why is Amazon, giving us Black Friday deals at the end of October? Also, the clocks went clockety backwards 1 hour. All on this week's episode of Help! I'm Stuck in a Podcast! My name's Kai.
And my name is Fraser.
How are you doing this week, Fraser?
I'm really tired. Oh my god, I'm yawning now just thinking about it.
You know what? Is that by chance? Because the clock's going backwards.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
I never really get affected by it, but this year
I don't either.
Getting up earlier a little bit.
No, I don't usually do it either, but this, I don't know. Maybe it's just a coincidence that I'm tired on the same day as the clock's gone back. But, no, like yesterday I was fine. But today, big tired.
Yeah, I'm quite tired as well. I think now that it's also darker by, here it's pitch black already and it's only 5 o'clock, and that's not something that I've been used to for a long time at this point.
I prefer
so it's
summer.
A bit weird. Oh, me too.
Oh, actually, yeah, talking of times and stuff, did you know that the EU was originally supposed to be abolishing daylight savings next year?
Was it?
Yeah. And
Why isn't
countries, because of coronavirus. Apparently, coronavirus stops the time that we've made up in our head from being adjusted by someone who will decide it in their head.
Oh.
So, so that's not happening next year anymore. But they were originally supposed to be abolishing daylight savings. So that means every country.
Reason for it?
Farmers and stuff.
Yeah.
It's to allow the farmers.
Probably last time the clocks went backwards, to be fair.
Probably, yeah. It was to allow the farmers to have more daylight to work in the mornings, and then subsequently have less daylight in the evenings because, they didn't need to work as much in the evenings, I guess. But now, obviously, with artificial light and the power of modern day, we don't need that anymore.
Yeah. So fun, but no, I've been getting up a little bit earlier than I usually do. Coda has too. He has just walked in as well, and he's staring at me.
Well, at least you're making the most of it. I haven't.
Really.
I said in my head, right, I'm going to go to bed an hour earlier, I'm going to wake up an hour earlier, I'm going to get out of bed an hour earlier, because usually I wake up about 10:30. So naturally, if I stuck to light and stuff, I should wake up at 9:30 in the new time zone. But no, I looked at the clock at 9:30 and I was like, yeah, let's make the most of this extra hour, and just completely got rid of my plans.
Yeah, I get that.
Still got out of bed as late as I normally do. Yeah, I just completely threw my whole let's be a better person plans out the window.
I've been a little bit better with getting up the last couple of days, but it's all fun and games until probably in a week's time where you do go back into that normal setting again.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get into the routine of I usually for some reason always do my editing and stuff quite late, but I'm trying to get into more of a routine of doing it earlier in the day.
You usually don't have a day.
No. What do you mean?
As in, you usually wake up really late.
Well, exactly. So that's why I'm trying to get up in my day and actually do stuff a little bit more,
Yeah, fair enough.
And not oversleep for the sake of it. Except the other day I did oversleep for the sake of it. But that was before the clocks went backwards, so shut up, Steve.
Well, fair enough. I guess at the end of the day, it's not going to be too much of a downside.
Whose end of the day? Your end of the day or my end of the day?
I don't bloody know. My end of the day is earlier than your end of the day. My end of the day is when you have lunch.
When you came off yesterday, we were playing our Minecraft server, yeah?
Yeah.
Once you came off, I stayed on for about another 5 minutes, then also came off as well. Went to bed.
Did you actually get in bed and go to sleep?
No.
Oh.
I ended up watching a video on my computer. I think I watched 2 or 3, and then I went to bed. So I went about an hour after you.
That's
which
not
isn't
too
bad.
That's good for you.
That was quite good. I was proud of myself for that.
Well done. Well, you got something else you're proud of as well.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us all about it. What did you get up to?
I'm having a normal day on Wednesday.
That's not what I meant.
And you're having a normal day on Thursday.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, no, I'm sure it is.
Oh, God. Are you proud of having a normal day on Wednesday?
Not really, 'cause that's just a normal day anyway.
Exactly.
No, so I have just gone up for a tattoo. I mentioned it in a few podcast episodes ago.
You
And
did?
by a few, I mean probably 2 months ago.
Yeah, I can't remember. It was
Yeah, something like
a
that.
while.
And no one remembered it, luckily. Because it was probably the worst sort of time for me to travel. And we didn't mention it last week because, well, it just shouldn't have been mentioned last week anyway. Because people would start having a go at me probably. But it's done now, so people can't have a go at me. But yeah, so I went up to Liverpool, which is actually in a tier 3 lockdown thing. But you get there, and it really isn't. Everything
Why?
is still running as normal.
Well, like even restaurants and stuff.
Yeah, they're still going. I
No
think
way.
If anything, they're closed a little bit earlier, so they're closed at 10.
What? They should be shut.
Mm.
Unless they're doing takeaway service.
Mm.
Like, I think it says in the rules, if a restaurant or pub is operating a takeaway service, then they can operate that takeaway service.
Oh,
Otherwise,
yeah,
there should be no sitting down eating in restaurants.
Yeah, I walked past a few. I ended up getting there about... Oh, what time did I get there? Just after 5?
Okay, yeah, so in the afternoon, when people would be going in to get their dinner.
Yeah. And they're meant to be shut by 6. I could not find my place. I was too scared to get onto the metro rail thing they've got there at first. Wasn't scared, but I couldn't find the entrance, so I was like, fuck it, and walked off, and walked to my next destination, which was only like a 15-minute walk, and it was nice to kind of like look around the area a bit.
Yeah.
And I finally, my sat-nav took me to where this building should be. It wasn't there.
Oh, God.
I got there, and I walked around this huge building thinking, where the fuck's the entrance? And then I pressed it again on my phone, and it said, starting route to, and it took me like another 5 minutes down the road, and I was thinking, what are you doing?
So where did you go before?
I don't know. 5 minutes the wrong way, apparently. But no, I ended up getting to where I had to be, which was great. And really weirdly, they took £100 deposit on my card when I got there, and they said it will get refunded. And I was thinking, well, I hope it does.
Yeah.
Because I paid £60 for my room, which is quite cheap. For what I got.
What? So they charged you £60 plus £100 deposit?
Yes.
Bloody hell!
But I did get the deposit back the next day.
Yeah, but still, that's like £100 less than less
I
in
know.
your bank.
I was like, this doesn't sound right. But luckily I did get it back. I'm guessing it's just in case I like broke the TV or broke a window or something like that, or smacked their fridge open.
Yeah, makes sense.
But I mean, who knows?
Well, your room was huge.
So yeah, they upgraded me. I got there, and it's really sad. I'm there on my own, and I get there, and they've upgraded me to a 2-bedroom apartment.
That's amazing.
So I've got a bedroom, an ensuite in that bedroom, and then the second bedroom, which I actually slept in the second bedroom for some reason. Just because I think it was closer to, everything. I had a living room, I had a dining area, and a kitchen.
That's amazing.
And a bathroom, and a closet. A couple of closets. It was really nice. But anyway, enough of the room. I did get my deposit back. It cost me £60. It was cheaper than all the hotels around there. So,
nice.
Bonus. The next day, I had a little walk around the night before, just to kind of get an idea of where some things were, to find out like where the tattoo studio was, and where there's like a supermarket, like a Tesco or a Greggs and stuff, And I also had a quick walk down to the Merseyside docks, which is where they have a picture of the Beatles statue, which I think was quite cool.
Yes. That's nice.
And I took a quick picture in front of that, and it was quite awkward because don't have anyone there to take a picture of me. So I balanced my phone on the floor and set a 3-second timer, ran back, missed all the photos that I got. And then I said, fuck this, and stood there, took a selfie with it instead.
Yeah, good plan.
And yeah, it's quite cool actually. But no, then the next day, I had my tattoo. I woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning, which is early for me. But I naturally I wake up really well in hotels and stuff. Like I guess it's because I know I've got something to do, if that makes sense. So I wake up no problem in like a hotel. Like,
Yeah,
at your house,
yeah.
I wake up, you know.
Yeah, that's the same with me, really. It's just when you know in your head you got something to do,
Yeah,
it kind of
Like,
keeps you on edge ever so slightly. And you end up
Exactly.
waking up before your alarm as well.
and you wake up before the person. If you're staying at their house, you wake up before them too. So you're like, what the fuck do I do now?
Yep, always the way.
Yeah. So, when I stayed at Sherry's, for example, the other week, I made a point to her saying, if I wake up before you, can I go and have a shower? Which she did say yes. And I said, can I just go and do whatever in your house? She said, yeah, that's fine. So luckily that was good. But no, I woke up at 8 a.m., got a McDonald's breakfast delivered to me, which was great.
Nice.
It was great for the sake of they brought me the wrong thing.
Oh, what?
So I got a whole refund and free food,
That's not too bad.
which is amazing.
Makes
They
up
gave me
for
an
the
egg,
£100 deposit.
sausage and egg McMuffin. I don't like
What'd you
eggs.
ask for?
I asked for a bacon roll.
What? How did they mess that up?
I don't know. I still got my hot chocolate though, so I'll bonus with that.
Oh, that's right then.
So yeah, then I had that delivered. It was the wrong thing. I don't like eggs, so obviously I got it refunded. If it wasn't an egg, I wouldn't have got it refunded for the sake of I'm not too fussed, but I just don't like egg. But I threw the egg away afterwards and ate. And it was actually quite nice without the egg.
Nice.
And then I got my tattoo shortly after that. Started at about 11, got there at 11. She finished off the stencil for it quickly. She being a lovely lady called Holly Price Jones at the Boulders Brass Tattoo Studio in Liverpool. You can go and see the stencil and finished piece on her TikTok, Instagram, erotic.funeral. On TikTok, it's with a K instead of a C. Yeah, we got an Alice Cooper realism portrait. And it is probably my best tattoo I've ever got.
It looks amazing.
It is so good.
Did it hurt?
Oh, see, this is the tough part. I'm quite good with tattoos, I'd like to say. You know,
Yeah.
my arms I'm always fine on. When I got my elbow done by Sherry a couple years back, she said that'll probably hurt, but I ended up falling asleep. So you know, because it's on a bone, you know.
Yeah.
But the parts that hurt is down by the wrist. I'm guessing that's because that's where like all your nerves kind of connect and whatever else there.
Is that like where you can see where the veins start? Did it go like that far down? Like, you know, if you look at your wrist now, you can see just
Do you want
a
me to
couple
send you a
of
picture
veins.
of where my wrist is right now? Like where it goes down to?
Nah, you don't need to. It's all good.
I'm doing it.
But like,
I'm doing
I'm
it.
assuming it's down there because that's where skin starts getting thin and it starts getting close to the surface.
Yeah. It gets close to the bone.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah, I can imagine that
I sent
stung.
you a picture, or it is sending.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, it goes all the way down to my wrist, so it's good. It's really good. It goes down. It's the size of my foot. You know, your foot is the size of your arm, so it goes all the way down to there.
Is it? I've never compared my foot to my arm before.
Your foot is the size of your arm.
Oh my god, am I really about to put my foot up to my
Go on.
arm?
Go on.
Right, here we go. My foot is... Christ!
Yep.
It goes from my elbow to the bottom of my hand.
Yep.
Although, to be fair, there's a little bit more to the elbow, but it's near enough right.
Yeah,
I've
but,
never
like,
realised that
it's pretty
before.
much right. I think it
Oh,
goes up
yeah.
to, like the joints on your arm, on your hand or whatever.
And that picture you sent me, yeah, that goes up to the area I was describing. So it is
Yes.
literally where you start seeing the veins and skin starts getting thin.
Yes.
Yep.
So it does that part hurt down there. There is obviously a lot of black ink. She told me when she got close to like the inner of my elbow, this is gonna start to hurt. And I was thinking, okay. And it did not. That part did not hurt at all. It hurt when it started getting into the crease of the elbow, you know,
Yeah.
on the back of your elbow. But that was it. So the worst part for me was definitely down by my wrist. And the only other part that hurt was the highlights, the white highlights on it. Other than that, all fine, all good.
That's good.
Yeah.
God,
And
well, fair play. So
Definitely
how long?
worth the travel.
How long in total did it take?
Okay, so we started about 12.
Mm-hmm.
We did about an hour and a half, and then we had about a half-hour break.
Yeah.
Because she did it in sections, which I think was really good. So she did like line work, shading, break, line work, shading, break, line work, shading, very quick break, and then final shading, final like little lines, and final details with highlights and whatever else, which I think was really nice. But she said to me that once she gets to the face, she can't stop. So I was like, okay, that's fine. So we did 12 till 1:30 and had a half-hour break. I went to Starbucks and got a lovely big hot chocolate and a bacon roll, I think. Have some lunch.
So you repeated breakfast, basically.
Well, I didn't have my bacon roll. So,
with the correct order.
Yeah. But I didn't realise there was a Greg's next door, so could have got a Greg's. But there was nowhere to sit in Greg's, so it's not the end of the world, really.
You wouldn't want to sit in Greg's in Liverpool. Not this time.
I sat in Starbucks. It was empty, pretty much. There was like 4 people in there total.
Did you have to do track and trace?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And my phone hasn't gone bing, 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 so I'm pretty sure I'm fine.
You're good for now.
Yeah. It's been like, 4 days since I was there now, 5 days, so I think I'm fine. I haven't felt off, so that's good. But yeah, then we did about 2 till 3:15. So,
right, yep.
Then like a 5-minute break, or like a 10-minute break or something like that. And then we did another hour and a half. And then we finished total at 6. So
that's not too bad.
I'd say with the breaks excluded, it would have been about 4 to 4.5 hours, which is really good for what that is.
That's quicker than I thought.
Yeah, because
I was expecting to hear about like 6 or 7.
Yeah, because when I got my guitar one on my left arm,
yeah,
that one took 6 or 7 hours.
Mm.
And that's not that detailed, really.
Yeah, no, if you compare the two, you would honestly think that your new one, your Alice Cooper tattoo, took loads longer.
Yeah, but it didn't. But yeah, afterwards we had a quick chat. Very sweet. And she gave me some, what is it, hustle butter?
Oh, like the soothing stuff.
Yeah. I haven't used it because I've got one that I feel works a bit nicer for me.
Yeah, fair enough.
But she gave it to me for free, which was very nice of her. She didn't have to do that. And we had a nice quick chat, and then I left about 6:30. Realised that the next train was in about 15 minutes. It's about a 15-minute walk if I am quick enough and I know where I'm going, but I did not. And I suddenly saw the metro in the corner of my eye, and I was like, yes, metro! Ran into there, couldn't find my train ticket. And
God.
Then I found it after like a few minutes of scurrying around my wallet. Got onto the metro. Had to wait for like 3 minutes for it to arrive, and got off at the next stop, which was Liverpool Lime Street. I walked up the stairs quite fast because I got up quite fast anyway, and I managed to get there with 1 minute to go.
God, you really work out it fine then.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I realised there was only 2 trains going from London that I could get. Right. So if I missed this one, I would have had like 5 minutes to get to the next train from London.
Gosh.
Yeah, so I got to London, grabbed a meal deal from Boots when I finally got there.
God, so you really didn't eat that much then?
No, not really. But I was then in
bed
by 1 a.m. I was in bed, and I woke up at 3 p.m. the next day.
Wow, no surprises.
So I think I really needed that. But then I've been kind of back onto like a normal routine again from then. I've been getting tired earlier. I've been getting like awake a little bit earlier, which is quite nice. And that was my trip to Liverpool. It was really good though. I did enjoy it. Liverpool was really nice. But like I said, it's just you wouldn't think they're in like a tier 3 lockdown thing there. And
yeah, that's a bit of a surprise.
Because I have an appointment for it. I could go legally and whatever else, and it is only advisories that you can't go otherwise. So that is the reason I could go before anyone starts having a go for me going.
He was allowed. That's the bottom line.
Allowed.
So no screaming at Kai.
Yeah, don't scream at me. I'll scream at you. I won't. I can't be asked to scream.
It's effort.
But yeah, that was my Liverpool trip. Whilst I was doing that, you had a bit of an update with a Broom update car. Bing bong.
I did. I now have more updates. So,
hey,
right, on the weekend, I was having a look around at cars. And I was having a look around. Yes, thank you. I was having a look around to see if there's anything else that I liked, because now I'm at that point where because now I'm at that point where I do want something now and soon. Not that I'm going to be doing things, but this will lead on to the next bit, I guess. What's going on?
You haven't been driving for 8 months now, have you?
Oh, it's been near enough 8 months. It's crazy.
It was definitely. Was it March? Beginning of March.
Yeah, it was March, halfway through March.
Right. So yeah, about 8 months.
The crash was on like the start of March, and then I had 3 days of driving just before we got sent home from work, which was mid-March. So yeah, 7.5 months of no driving. It'll probably be 8 by the time I get the car. But I've been looking around because I feel like I need one now, and I feel a little bit useless without one. And I think I found one that I like. So I'm looking for as close as possible to my old car, but I've been in no rush. So if things didn't pop up or things weren't quite in the budget I was looking for, then I would just wait. But now something's came up which looks really, really good. So my old car was a Vauxhall Corsa limited edition. It was a 2015 model. So I just wanted something which was pretty much the same. Didn't really matter if it wasn't exactly the same, but like near enough the same. So I was looking just for Corsas again mainly. And I know people are like, oh, Corsas are such a cheap car. But they work, they're so smooth, they're fantastic.
If they work and if they're good, then go for it. You know?
I've drove you around, don't you agree? It's a really smooth drive.
Oh yeah, it was a nice drive.
It was such a smooth drive.
I've driven you around too.
You have.
Yeah.
And we've almost died every single time.
Not the last time.
Not the last time, but the times before.
Yeah, we've been alright. We were alright collecting Coda.
Almost railed into a roundabout. A side of the roundabout. Almost got killed on a motorway. I mean, yeah, I've had more near-death experiences with you than I have in actual crashes with my car. Anyway, so I found one that I like. It's got pretty much, it's pretty much exactly the same, but instead of a 2015, it's a 2016.
Nice.
So it's 1 year up, and the only reason I wanted it to be 1 year up is because it's about the same value as when I first bought my last car, which was a 2015. But it's got the additional feature of having Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integration, which is kind of what I was looking for, because with the 2015 one, this is probably going to bore some people, so I'm going to keep it nice and sweet. You couldn't have that, and you had to pay for a Maps app, and I didn't want to pay for a Maps app. I'd rather just use Google Maps on my phone in a phone holder. Anyway, so I was looking at that, and then the dealership contacted me today because I reserved a test drive for next weekend. The dealership contacted me again today saying, oh yeah, we all good. Are you aware that you can reserve it? And I was like, no, so I've reserved the car, which requires a little deposit, but I've reserved it. And then the guy did like a...
Is it $1,500?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
No, it's not. Anyway, and then the guy said, oh, I'll do a little video tour around. He said, have you seen the pictures and stuff on the website? I said, yeah, I've seen the pictures, seen the little video tour. And he said, right, well, I'll give you a little bit more of an in-depth one. So he recorded like a 4.5 minute video of him just looking around the car, showing different bits, like pointing out any scuffs and scratches and stuff, which is quite good. And then he's also like, oh, by the way, this car... it's got reversing parking sensors, which doesn't come as standard with the car. It's something that the original owner put on. This car also comes with heated seats and a heated steering wheel, which isn't as standard with the car. You have to, when you buy the car new, you have to ask for it to be added on. So it's got a bunch of extra benefits that I wasn't even expecting. I booked a test drive on that car, not expecting those benefits.
Yeah. That sounds good.
So now I've got that reserved. It's got more than what I was expecting. It looks really nice. No, I mean, it looks the exact same as my other car, but black.
Very nice.
It's reserved for me. So as long as the test drive goes well on the weekend, I could potentially be buying that car this weekend.
Wow. Fingers
So-
crossed.
Pretty
Hopefully it goes
exciting,
well.
to be honest. And to have the ball now rolling, like, it genuinely feels a lot more like, yeah, this should be happening. Like, when I was
Yeah.
looking at cars before, I was just like, yeah, I could get it, but I don't need to drive right now, so I don't need it. But now, like, I looked at that car, I was like, this one looks good. And now there's all of these extra nice things, and I'm like, yeah, I want this. Like, I'm actually excited to get the car. I've got a drive to get that car. Pardon the pun.
You've got to drive.
I've got like a personal drive, a bit of motivation to get that car now.
That's good. That's good. That's what you need, I think, because I remember when I went to go and get my car, I didn't really need it at the time.
Yeah.
But now, like, I use it pretty much every other day, I think.
Yeah.
Which is definitely more than I used to use my car, because I used to, like, go weeks without using it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the same with me as well. When I first got my first ever car, it was genuinely sitting on the drive for a couple of months before I then used it, like, once every now and then to drive myself to college. Sixth form, whatever you want to call it. Because I didn't need to. It was a 10-minute walk away from home, so driving just seemed pointless.
See, I'm the opposite. I would rather drive that that small.
I just
little
liked walking,
journey.
you know?
That's fair. I like walking more now that I've got Coda.
Yeah.
Gives you like the
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that word.
The incentive.
The incentive. Is that the word?
Yeah. INCENTIVE.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
It just feels like it should be happening now. So I'm glad it's happening.
That's good.
I've now got the video to watch.
You got the incentive.
I got the incentive.
That's it. Yeah, incentive.
So yeah, fingers crossed. Saturday's the day.
Saturday.
What I want to do as well is I do kind of like want to record the process. Like, I don't want to record the test drive. I don't want to record actually being in the dealership. But I do want to just like record bits and bobs. Like, oh, I found this car, and like maybe make a video out of it.
You turned into Mickey Mouse.
What? Oh, bits and bobs.
Oh, I found the car. Oh.
Yeah, I did. I am Mickey Mouse.
What?
But the main reason behind me wanting to do this is because I'm actually busy on Thursday now. I've actually got plans to do something which
you've got
feels
a
relatively normal.
Day.
Yeah, I've got plans to do something which will make the day feel relatively normal compared to all this coronavirus shit that's been going on for the last God knows how long.
I get that.
And if I was able to drive there myself and drive back, then I wouldn't need to be restricted to times. But obviously at the moment I need to get a lift there, I need to get a lift back, and I'm restricted to times because I don't faff about the people that are taking me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've just thought, well, I really wanted that car. But on Thursday, this is now like the next bit, we don't need to worry about the car anymore. On Thursday,
Goodbye,
I'm actually having a relatively normal day and a fun day because I'm going to meet up with Aiden and Seki in Bristol.
Hey! Oh yeah, because they're in Bristol, aren't they?
They are, yes. Aiden and
Yeah.
Seki. For those of you who don't know, Aiden is Lego Racer 97. He's a moderator on both our Discords.
We've
and
had him on an
Seki,
episode a long time ago.
he was on one. Or
Last
two.
year.
It was
This
one.
time last year.
No, oh my god, it was as well.
Yep.
Oh, crazy. I can't believe that. Anyway, so yeah, he's been on the podcast once before. And Seki, he's the guy that made who's my most followed Twitter follower website that everybody's been recording videos of over the last year. That's him. So they've both met up in Bristol. They're doing a whole week in Bristol. They're mainly just being nerds.
Yeah, I guess that's a good way to put it. They got the cameras, they got the laptops.
Aiden's got a massive fat
Steadicams.
like TV show standard recording camera. Seki's also got like a really good DSLR with professional recording equipment. He's also got a drone.
He's got the drone.
He's got a drone.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. So they've got all of this technology in their hotel room. And yeah, I'm just rocking up on Thursday.
What are they going to do in the hotel room with a drone?
Oh, they're obviously not going to stay in the hotel room.
No. They're going to stay in the hotel room with their drone.
Can you imagine that? They just open the window and launch the drone out to pick up a McDonald's or something.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool, to be fair.
That would be amazing. I'd love
Have
to
you
see
seen the
it.
guy on TikTok that like has his little car that goes down to the
His RC
supermarket?
car, yeah, he puts like
Yeah.
$10 in a bucket and asks the
Yeah.
guy to just like surprise him with
he's in the
snacks.
UK. He's in the UK.
There's a guy. Oh, I've only seen the guy who does it in
Oh.
America.
There's a guy in the UK that does it. I think he's in Newcastle or something like that. To be fair, no, I don't know why. I think he's in Newcastle. I just think he is. But yeah, I think they should do that with the drone until someone like smacks the drone and steals it. You know,
which would probably happen because it's the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they should do that. Seki and Aiden, if you're listening, please launch your drone out the window and fly it to McDonald's. It's literally just down the road.
No chance they're listening.
No, they're not gonna be. But they've got some recording sessions planned. I don't know what they're gonna be recording, but they're gonna have something planned.
Nice.
And then on Thursday, I'm gonna rock up, be like, "Hello, what's up? I'm totally here to ruin the day." Now we're
Thursday, I'm gonna run. No.
Oh, you probably could.
I can't. I got stuff to do on Thursday, Friday.
Boring.
I know. How dare I?
And then on Thursday, we're going to go to Zaza Bazaar.
Very nice.
Which is an all-you-can-eat place, but of course now it's got COVID restrictions, so it's not an all-you-can-eat place now. It is sit down. There is a menu, but you can have I think it's 3 starters, 3 mains, 2 sides, and 3 desserts. So you're still not going to be able to eat all of it, because I know all the previous times I've ever been. I've only had 1 dessert. I'm not going to eat 3 desserts. And 3 mains, I'll probably use up all of that. 3 starters, probably not. So it'll be interesting to see how it works with COVID restrictions, but I'm looking forward to it. We've also got an escape room planned.
Very nice. That was a lot of fun last time we went.
Yeah, we're going to the same place.
You gotta wear a mask?
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
and we also have to wear gloves. I'm not sure if they provide us with gloves, but I've got gloves already anyway. Little paintballing gloves. We're going to an escape room place. And then after that, depending on if we're full from the all-you-can-eat or not, we might be going out to Nando's. And then in between, if it's good weather, we're probably going to be flying around the drone and stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun day.
Yeah, it sounds like a fun day.
It's literally going to be, and you know it's bad if you can count it on one hand, it's going to be my 3rd plan with friends this year.
Wow.
With the first one being with you getting Coda, and the second one being going to Bath.
Oh,
so this is going to be the
Fraser,
3rd plan.
God, you're doing too much. Calm down.
I know, this is ridiculous. What's up with my social life this year?
Jesus
so much.
Christ.
It's so
Bloody
bad we can
hell.
count it on one hand. I'm so sad.
Yeah, it's quite sad, to be honest.
But hey, hopefully if I get a car, if I get this car, then I'll be able to do a few more things. I know my friend Charlie, who we went to college together whilst we were doing our apprenticeships. He said, when you get your car, feel free to come around, because he's just moved out. He's just got a new house with one of his mates. So so as soon as I get my car, I'm gonna ask him if I could pop around, and that'll be my 4th plan. And then maybe something over Christmas if lockdown restrictions allow me to. So 5 plans this year. Oh.
Whoa, calm down. Seriously, Jesus Christ, Fraser. You need to come here again.
Jesus doesn't have that many plans. Oh shit! Yeah, that's another plan, isn't it?
Yeah.
November, planning to go to yours.
You.
I might have 2 hands worth of plans. Oh. Okay, so 5 or 6 plans this year.
Yeah.
I am supposed to be coming to you. I've still got that planned. Next month, I do plan to come down to you if restrictions allow us to. And then fingers crossed, we can go around London together as well.
That'd be nice.
Because I do still have that voucher for that experience.
And if we can't get to London, then, there's lots we can do here.
Let's go to London anyway.
To be fair, I doubt they'll even go into any restrictions. It was really empty when I was there the other day.
Yeah, I reckon we'll be fine. Let's just go London. It'll be nice.
Yeah.
Do you know what? It'll probably make me feel the most normal I've ever been if I went to London. Yeah. Obviously, I'd feel most normal I've ever been going down to you as well, because that's a really normal thing. But going around London, that would feel amazing. So I think we should totally do that.
I'm 100% down. As long as I can get someone to look after Coda, then I am down.
Sounds good.
Aye.
It's a plan.
It's a plan.
Anyway, it says you've also got a relatively normal day on Friday.
I have, yeah.
What's going on?
I've just got a music practice as always on a Friday.
Oh, okay.
But they have just announced a new room which we've booked out.
Okay.
Which is apparently a much bigger room, and it's upstairs. Ooh.
Does it have a swimming pool in it?
Oh, you'd hope so for the price we're paying.
Does it have a full-on concert hall in it?
You know what? I think they said it's big enough for a live stream, so probably.
Oh, you should get a practice live stream going on.
See, I would, but we've got the idea of doing like a proper recorded one first.
Okay, fair
and then
enough.
live streaming that. Obviously, because then that removes any like mistakes if we make one.
Yeah.
And it gives us a chance to like, not fuck up fully. But we are planning on doing that at some point. We're just working out how to record stuff properly at the moment because turns out we only get 6 inputs on you get 6 inputs on the microphones on the mixer even. So with 3 microphones, guitar, bass, and another guitar, that's already all 6. So the drummer's he doesn't get any.
Oh, you could figure something out.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. I mean, even if I bring my audio interface,
USB, USB,
USB. Oh. Yeah, something will work. It's just making it work, soon. Stay tuned.
Or you could probably have 2 of you singing into one microphone.
Yeah, that could work. But even then you've only got 1 microphone for a drummer.
Yeah.
Which generally you can use 1, but you need 2 usually or something like that.
Yeah. You'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out.
Anyway, so you're having that normal day on Friday. I think that totally seamlessly, links us into Black Friday. Now, Black Friday isn't supposed to be
in a month's time.
Until the end of November, yeah.
27th of November, I think, this year.
That's right, something like that. But here we are, with emails from Amazon saying, early Black Friday deals are here! Shop unmissable daily deals between the 26th of October to the 19th of November. That's 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I hate when they do that. In fact, that's more than 3 weeks. That's 1 whole week, 2 whole weeks, 3 whole weeks, and then 4 days.
Yeah.
I don't think actually
make much sense.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense at all. And then they'll actually give you the Black Friday week, which will be from the 20th to the 27th probably, and then you got that 2-day period where they just
then you got Cyber Monday.
And then you got Cyber Monday, which will probably last 2 weeks. I hate it. I hate it so much. I'd rather they just limit it to 2 days, if not the weekend.
Oh, but
Black
Fraser,
Friday.
up to 40% off furniture right now. That's quite good.
Furniture.
Yeah.
Oh, I could just go down DFS. They've always got a sale going on.
Yeah, but big duvet, yeah?
Yeah.
£24 instead of 38.
To be fair, I was talking to my mum today, and I was like, do you know what? I'm at that point now where I think I've got a few ideas of what I want, and I kind of want a double bed.
Have you only got a single?
I've only got a single bed because I've not cared. But now, I've started buying some home improvements, even though I don't own a home. But it's stuff that's something my mum said. She said if you're buying stuff for a new home before moving out, it's called you're buying stuff and putting it in the bottom drawer. Apparently, that's a saying.
Well, it saves you the money and stuff when you get to it, doesn't it?
Exactly. So, if I buy a double bed now, 1, home improvement, I've got a double bed now. 2, when I move out, double bed there straight away. Don't need to worry about it.
Yep. That's always good.
So yeah, I'm starting to plan things like that. Do I buy?
That's
a double
why
bed?
everything in this room and whatever else I own.
Yeah.
I own my bed. I own this room. I try and make sure I get whatever I need early, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So then it's there, and then anything I don't need, I can actually get rid of if I want to.
So that's what I want to do. If I start getting up my bedroom now,
Black Friday, the home improvement section.
Starting now and lasting for another 25 days.
Yeah, I've had a look, and there is some really really good stuff here.
Really?
No.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna say.
But I'll tell you what's standing out for me. I'm gonna click on one. You ready?
Oh, I bet it's gonna be rubbish.
Give me. You keep talking for a sec whilst I find something good.
Do you know what? I found one. Oh, Kai! You know you bought me that 850-gram dairy milk bar?
I saw it, yeah.
$9.99. It's $8.99 now.
I know. God, we're really raking it in here.
And to properly show you what these early Black Friday deals are doing.
Oh, go on.
Up to 30% off on baby care and health.
Oh,
'Cause I've
just
got
what we need.
baby spewing out my bum.
Yeah. Didn't need to know
Yeah.
that much information, Fraser.
That's a bit of a horrible quote. Sorry for that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's the early Black Friday sales. I just wanted to raise how stupid
I
it
still haven't
was.
found my good thing yet, Fraser. Keep talking.
Well, whilst I outro, thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of... Make sure you follow us here on Spotify for updates as to when we upload every single week. We upload a new episode every single Wednesday, so keep your eyes peeled for the next. We do actually have a community episode next week. I fucked up there. Because I was supposed to put out the Q&A tweet on the weekend, and I didn't. So it's happening next week instead. So make sure you follow us on our Twitter, @StuckInAPodcast, and follow us on our personal ones as well, @FraserIRL and @KairosBests, where we will be informing you when you can send us questions. We'll retweet the tweet and all that jazz. So prepare your questions, because we're going to be answering them live on the podcast, even though these aren't live at all. Go on then, Kai. What's your product?
So it looks funny. I sent you a picture so you can also see it.
Describe it for everybody who can't see it.
It's called a Premier Houseware, not Housewives. Premier Housewares. Mobile table, overbed table, chrome finish bed tables, overbed tables, black overbed table, adjustable height, 70 by 45 by 45.
To put it,
basically, it's a mobile table, overbed table.
Really? I
chrome
wouldn't
finish
have
bed
guessed.
tables, overbed table, black table, overbed table with adjustable height.
Stupid. It looks awful.
It really does.
It's
it looks
a
like
metal
the
pole
thing from
with a
it
metal
looks like
pole.
the lampshade from the Pixar intro.
Oh my god! But a modern day version of it.
Yeah, just not good.
So make sure you go and get your table, over bed table, adjustable height
£44.
table, black chrome table. £44. What a rip off!
Yeah,
But you know what isn't a rip
360
off?
view though. Go on.
Following us here on Spotify. Make sure you follow us. Thanks so much for listening to
Oh
this
wait,
week's episode.
Fraser, don't even leave yet.
Oh god!
Come to this link quickly. You ready?
Oh god!
And go onto the 360 view of it and just spin it. It looks hilarious.
Oh my god! I look so stupid. Anyway, and don't forget. Don't buy this shitty Premier Housewares mobile table, overbed table, chrome finish, bed tables, overbed tables, black overbed table, adjustable height, 70 by 45 by 45. Bitch.
For £44, bitch. Yes.
That's stupid.